Hey everybody, it's Nancy Jones here. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I appreciate you so much. Listen, do you feel like sometimes you just have too many things going on? I mean, you're working hard, you feel like you should be progressing, but you just feel busy, not sure if the productivity is matching the busyness. Well, I had that experience a while ago and I learned the importance of categorizing my businesses. See, I have more than one business. I didn't know it at first, but it's very clear now. I have three distinctly different entities that I have to manage. But at one time, they were all mixed together. For instance, I have a nonprofit organization called the Community Life Improvement Center since 2015, also known as the Click or My Click. Then I have my for-profit business, which is called NATC Company. It's an LLC. I have a team of facilitators that work under me, and we handle big projects for government and other corporations. Then I have my personal brand, which is Nancy Jones, where I am an author, a speaker, and a success coach. Well, you see how I just was able to explain to you each of the three entities? At one point, I was not able to do that. I literally was just doing all three in no organized fashion at all. That looks like sometimes if you were a nonprofit partner of mine, you would get an email from my personal email, or you get an email from my for profit business. And sometimes a for profit client would get an email from my nonprofit email account. And even my social media was all mixed up. I had for profit stuff on my nonprofit page, nonprofit stuff on my for profit page. It was confusing, not just for me, but for the people who are watching me. What I had to learn is I have three different entities, and that means I have three different messages, three different missions, and three different audiences. Okay, and I need to present myself in three different ways. Once I organized my businesses, things blossomed. It became very clear. It was like taking a ball of yarn and untangling it, and now you know what you can use it for. You can make a sweater. You can quilt a blanket, whatever it is you want to do. But you have to get the knot untangled first. So if you are like me and you're creative and you have a lot of different projects that you're working on, please find a way to organize what it is that you're doing. For instance, yesterday or the day before, I had a conversation with a client about how she is a writer, she's a poet, she is also someone who designs jewelry. And I tried to get her in the conversation to figure out a way to either connect everything that she was doing or organize them and put them in different categories and manage those different categories. It doesn't mean you have to stop doing all of the wonderful things that you love to do. If you have a lot of different hobbies, a lot of different businesses that you want to do, it's fine, but you do need to categorize them and you need to prioritize them. How do you prioritize them? It depends on what you value. I value my peace. So I want to do the things that give me the most peace first. I also value money. So the things that make me more money are going to take priority of the things that do not make me as much money. So think about that. Make a list, write it down. What are all of the different projects you're working on look like? And how can you organize them? How do they connect together? And if they don't, how can you organize them into different entities and then create a schedule for each one of those entities? For instance, maybe on Mondays and Tuesdays, you work on this business. Thursdays and Fridays, you work on another business. And Wednesdays, it's time off for planning or meetings. I have a day set aside strictly for meetings. I don't do anything all that day except take meetings because it's really hard to shift your mind from one project to the other and produce good work. So you need at least, I would say, 3 to 4 hours focused on one topic in order to do good work. That's called block productivity. And that's something I started a while ago, and it's working great for me. If you want to be focused, you have to organize what it is that you're doing and then give several hours to each project so that you can give it your best effort and you can think deeply on what it is that you're doing. So I hope this video was valuable for you. And as an entrepreneur, I hope that your journey is going well. And I'll see you next time. Bye.